Oh, never
So you
mind.
see how when I held it, it put a number right in here?
Wait, which one? Do you have this?
Yep, so I hold fuel and board sync. If you just tap it, it won't do it. You gotta hold it. And then you can hit enter. Or you hold clear. I'll bring you back here.
Okay.
And then if you're ever at tab, you can go here to engine and then hold tab so we have full fuel. So we're good.
Adjust it?
Yep.
Okay. We did that yet. So after engine start, the throttle should be at 10,000. It's about right there. Avionics master switch is on. It's ready on. Strobe lights are fin.
Yeah, make sure you keep them feet on the brakes.
Oh.
That way if something happens to this park and brake, we can control the airplane and stop it, not slam into a fuel truck.
Okay.
There you go.
Nav lights are on at night. Fuel pump is off.
Alright, anytime you touch that fuel pump, verify with your fuel flow. It'll come down some.
Oh, okay.
But if this goes to like 0, then that means the engine-driven pump is not working. Because remember, we've got 2 fuel pumps. We have an engine-driven fuel pump, and we've got an electric fuel pump. So anytime the engine's running, the engine-driven one should be working. This right here only controls the electric. It's just a backup.
Oh,
so that's why we turn it off on the ground here, because if there's something wrong with that engine-driven one, we want to know now, not 3,000 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, the nav lights are off, the fuel pump is off. Mixture full rich, it's ready full rich. Flaps are up.
It wants them on the floor. Up. I know it sounds confusing. Up means talking about the actual flat back there. So you see if I pull it down, see how it goes? Yeah, so up. So that means handle down.
Yes.
I know, it's confusing. It tripped me up when I first started flying too.
Radio set and tested.
Alright, so what frequency are we talking and listening to right now?
124.2 and...
Why is that?
Wait, no, we're listening to 123.0.
Yep, good job. So column 2, column 1, we're talking and listening on column 2. Anytime you talk on a frequency, it'll automatically change it.
Yeah.
But you can listen to 2 at the same time.
Wave 10.
So you can go ahead and test the radio, just make a downtown radio check.
Okay. Making downtown radio check.
Loud clear.
There you go.
And flight instruments are check and set. Good.
So how are we going to set the instruments? We can't just say good, we didn't set them. So let's set them. Let's set our flight instruments. It just said flight instruments set and check, so how do we set our flight instruments?
Set that.
Yeah, so how do we get that?
Wait, what are we setting it to?
We're setting it to our altimeter setting outside. So what's our altimeter setting today?
Oh no, we didn't hear it yet.
Exactly, so let's get it.
Okay.
That was all just like a big ruse to say let's get the weather.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
is this one? 124.2.
Is it?
I don't know.
Alright, so we can look on our sectional here. If we find, since we don't have weather on the field here, we've got to go to regional, and we find their information box, which you can see the dotted line is over here. And we can see 120.775.
Okay, so we need to switch
it's right
it.
here. There you go.
Negative information, Charlie, 1353 Zulu, wind 040 at 5, visibility 10, few clouds 7,500, temperature 28, 2.20, altimeter 3004.
So,
5 in
So
use.
you use this knob, 3004.
Now we're going to use runway 28.
You have information.
It was 030, I think he said, we can re-listen to it. I think it was 030 at 4.
Information, Charlie, 1353 Zulu, wind 040 at 5.
I remember he said the altimeter.
040 at 5.
Clouds 7,500, temperature 28, 2.20, altimeter 3004. Runway 5 in use, expect
Wait, how do you...
a visual approach.
So just turn it until this blue number down here is 004. There you go. And then do the same thing for here.
Negative information, Charlie, 1353 Zulu, wind 040
There you go.
at 5.
You can switch it back.
Visibility 10, few clouds 7,500, temperature 28.
Turning left base runway 1.
There we go.
Short approach. Making downtown.
Okay, transponder ground. We have to... Okay, we're going.
What's that?
It says transponder ground.
So we're just looking here, make sure it says 1200.
Yeah.
Whenever you fly IFR, they give you a special code instead of 1200.
That's
And what'll happen is somebody will fly IFR, they'll land, and they'll forget to switch it back. So then when you go to hop in the plane to fly our little VFR lesson, it'll have their old code on there. So you always want to verify, because it happens all the time where somebody will forget to switch that back.
How do you switch it though? Do you press this?
You press XPDR. And then you can just hit VFR if it's not on 1200,
Okay.
or you can hit code and type it in 1200.
Okay. Fuel selector, switch tanks.
Anytime you switch a tank, verify fuel flow. Alright, we're good.
Okay. Dispatch ramp out.
We don't have Eastman, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're just going to make our radio call.
Okay.
And
But
we'll test our brakes.
Taxiway we're using.
Oh, let's see. Here we're going. Which runway are we using?
28.
Why are we using 28?
Because of the wind conditions.
And where's our wind from?
Isn't it 0? Isn't it 3 something?
He said 040.
Oh yeah, 040.
So what is closer to 40? 28 or 10?
28.
Sure about that?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, think about it. 040, you're only 60 degrees off of 10. But if you try to go to 280, you're like 14. Whatever that math comes out to be.
Okay.
I can't really mental math in my head right now.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
we want to use 10. Okay. We also, I don't know if you heard the guy making radio calls. There's somebody in the pattern using 10. And you can also verify with your windsock back there and see which way it's facing. It's kind of hard to see because it's like right behind us, but when we start moving, we can look at that too.
Okay.
All right, so we're here in the ramp, and we're going, we've now decided to 10, correct?
Yeah.
So which way do you think we should go?
Charlie Alpha.
We could either go Charlie Alpha. If we go up across Delta, it's a little bit quicker and a little more straightforward.
Okay,
So we'll take Delta.
Okay.
Charlie Alpha is fine. Just Delta will be a little bit quicker.
Okay. Making downtown traffic, night train 271, taxiing to 10 via Delta. Making downtown.
Perfect. All right, so you can go ahead and take that park brake off.
61, clear runway 10, taxiing back to the FBO via Alpha Bravo Charlie, making downtown.
All right, and I'll test my brakes. So my controls?
Controls.
My controls. So I'm just going to roll this forward, visualizing that we're clear. Make sure your feet are on those brakes for me. I'm going to cut the power back, test my brakes. My brakes work. Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. You can go ahead and turn a space in that way and then test your brakes so we don't get too close to the truck.
Okay.
And keep one hand on the throttle. There we go. There you go. Don't spill it up too much. Bring it back a little bit, back to 1,000. Add a little left brake in there to make that sharper turn. There you go. Now get us back to 1,000 RPM. There you go. Bring us down to 1,000. There you go. Now let's let it roll. So you always kind of want to keep your throttle at 1,000. The only time you're going to go more or less than 1,000 is to like speed up or slow down. So whenever you go to first start moving, you'll have to add a little bit more than 1,000. But I'm going to just kind of, my controls, I'm going to show you. You're kind of being like a little aggressive with it. So whenever you go to start moving, if you look, all you got to do is like bring it up to like 12. Okay. And then it'll stop rolling. And as soon as it starts rolling, it comes back to 1,000.
So it's just a little adjustment.
Yeah, it's just a small adjustment. Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. You just don't want, especially around here with all these airplanes, when you get that super high RPM, for one, the plane will start moving pretty quick. You go ahead and start slowing us down a little bit with the brakes. But you're also going to be blowing a bunch of debris everywhere too. So yeah, you don't really want to blow rocks into other people's airplanes.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're going to get us back down to 1,000. Just a little small bump should get us there. There you go. You don't want to ride. You can go under 1,000 for a little bit. That's fine, especially if you're like coming to like you need to come to a stop pretty quickly. But you don't want to like ride it under 1,000 because it makes the oil pump work super hard. And if you ride it over 1,000 like we're doing now, you'll just be riding the brakes all the time because you're going to be wanting to haul ass. So you can kind of get it to 1,000, slow yourself down, right? And then just kind of let it slowly get back. There you go. Now we're just going to follow the center line. Now, since 1 and 10 is in use, see where it says here, hold short of taxiway Alpha while runway is in use? So we're going to hold short of this line here. So we go to do our run up, we're going to kick out to the side, and then we want to face the runway. But before we stop, we want our feet level.
Okay.
Now we can stop and set that parking brake. If you try to stop and your feet are like way over here, you have to add so much power to get it moving again because that nose wheel's like kinked up.
Wait, what'd you say?
So how when we came to stop, you see our feet are level?
Yeah.
If you don't bring your feet level and you stop like in that turn while you have like crazy rudder in there, it'll make it hard when you want to go move again. You'll have to add a bunch of power because that nose wheel is already going to be like kind of turned and kinked up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now the nose wheel is nice and straight. It'll be easier for us to start moving, and then we can turn it back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, run up. Wait, we just did that.
No, we haven't done our run up yet. We're doing our run up right now.
Okay. Brakes and parking brake, hold and set.
All right, so parking brake is set. Our feet are on the brakes.
Mixture is full rich.
Full verify full rich.
Throttle is 2,000.
2,000, bring us up 2,000 RPM. That should be about right around there, maybe a little bump. It ain't got to be on the money as long as it's just like...
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's fine.
Magnetos check.
So we'll turn one off. All right, we got about a 80, 90 drop, so we'll go ahead and turn it back on. Turn the other one off. And we got about 100 or so drop, a little less than 100. So does that pass our check?
Yeah.
Do you remember what our check is?
Isn't it 170?
It can only drop up to 175,
Yeah,
and they have to be within 50 of each other.
Yeah.
So if one drops 175 and the other one only drops 100, even though it was like within the 175, they're still not 50 from each other, so it fails.
Yeah. Well, what would you do if it failed?
Taxi right back to the ramp.
Okay. Ammeter check. Amps
So
are good.
ammeter,
Green.
alternator amps. You can also check, you want to verify, so if I turn a light on or something, it'll go up.
So they're using less. Okay.
Because it's drawing more power on the system.
Oil temperatures in the green is
Oil
good.
temp.
Oil pressure is good.
Yep.
Fuel pressure flow is good.
Yep.
Annunciator panel test.
We don't have that in this one.
Carburetor heat and alternate air.
Yeah, so carburetor heat, go ahead, turn that on. Alright, we'll
Goes
see a drop in
down,
RPM,
yeah.
we can turn it back off. And we don't have to turn the alternator on, alternate air on, but just check that it's off.
Okay. Where you at?
Should be throttle idle.
idle.
Step put idle.
And then 10,000.
1,000, but yeah, bring it down to 1. 1,000 should be like right at the bottom of this T right here.
Oh, I remember, okay.
Alright.
Okay. Autopilot we don't have.
We're not messing with it.
Controls are free.
There we go. Remember, always, it's fine if you do it this way. My preferred method is to box them. So you draw a box. So you go forward all the way to the left. Make sure you're looking outside and watching it. Elevator back. Because if it's disconnected, the yoke will still move and let you do it.
Yeah.
It's just the controls themselves won't move. So you always want to make sure that you're looking outside at the controls while you do that.
Trim is neutral. It's neutral. For takeoff briefing.
Brief me.
In the event of in the event of engine failure before rotation, I will reduce throttle to idle. Stop straight ahead. Brake as required to maintain center line. In the event of an engine failure after rotation with sufficient runway to land, I will reduce throttle to idle. Stop with the remaining runway. Brake as required to maintain center line.
Yep.
And in the event of an engine failure after rotation with insufficient runway to land, I will lower the nose and pitch for best glide and find somewhere to land basically.
Yep.
And in the event of an engine failure after rotation above 1,000 feet, I will lower the nose and pitch for best glide and
making downtown traffic. Train.
Turn around. If you're above 1,000, you'll just glide it back in and land the opposite way.
yeah. Oh, isn't it you land on the opposite runway, taxiways or grass or something like that?
What's that?
Isn't
Yeah,
it
you just land the opposite runway if you're 1,000 feet.
Okay.
But I'll do like that's what the school says to do, and that's correct. Here's what will really happen if any of that stuff happens. Any of it happens, I'm going to fly the plane,
Yeah.
and you're going to go on here, you're going to go to transponder, and you're going to type in 7700. You know what that means? It's emergency.
Oh, but
So you've
aren't
got three.
Isn't 7600 bad too?
That's lost comms. You have 3 squawk codes that are like 4 different emergencies. You have 75, which is your hijacked. 76 means you can't talk, and 77 is just general emergency.
Okay.
So the way you
Most
can
time I
remember
use
that, it's
76.
in order, 75, 76, 77. So remember this little phrase. It's like you're answering the phone. Hijack, I can't talk right now, it's an emergency. If you remember that phrase, that'll keep you in order. So hijack, 75.
Oh.
I can't talk right now, it means radio failure, that's 76, and it's an emergency, that's 77.
Oh, that's good.
So there's a little phrase you can remember if you
Okay.
forget which order all that goes in.
Okay. And then we did all that. We take off briefing complete. Flight instruments stand by, they're checked.
Yep, so
Good.
set that, that's fine.
Yeah. Radios and avionics are set. It's good. Transponder is set. It's good. Engine gauges are checked. They're good. Fuel quantity is sufficient. Fuel selectors on the fullest tank. Battery master and alternator switch are on. Wait, that was on.
Yep.
Fuel pump is on. Left and right magnetos are on. They're still on. The landing lights are on and the strobe lights are on.
Yep.
The carburetor heat is off. It's off. The friction we don't have that. Mixture is set. The flaps are set. They're set. Trim is neutral. Warning lights are adjusted and secure. No, warning lights are checked. Seats are adjusted and secure. Belts and harnesses are fastened. Your takeoff briefing as required. We did
Complete.
that.
We'll go ahead. We'll start rolling. These guys are waiting on us.
247
Okay.
at the FBO taxi number 110, taking us out.
There you go. There you go. Just keep it at like 1,000 right there. You don't need any more, any less. And you can make the radio call. We're departing runway 10.
Okay.
So just go ahead and start making that call.
Making downtown. Wait, is it working?
Yep.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Making downtown traffic. Night train 271. Departing runway 10. Making downtown traffic.
Alright, let's make sure that we're clear of base and final, and we're clear on the other side of that runway. Alright, let's roll out. You'll do the takeoff again. I'll be on the controls with you. Good job keeping your feet off the brakes. There you go. You slow us down just a little bit as we make this turn onto the runway. There you go, keep that turn coming around. Look at our windsock, we got a little bit of a left crosswind, so we'll put ailerons into the wind. We'll go full power, make sure our feet aren't on the brakes. So smoothly apply full power. Keep it coming, all the way to full. Should take about like 3 seconds to get there. There we go. Alright, look at our nose. See, we're going to the left? Let's kick to the right, There we go.
Hey.
Alright, airspeed's alive, engine gauges are all in the green. 45, 50, we'll start rotating, so start pulling it back. Start adding some back pressure, pull it back.
To start at 64.
It's kind of like the published, but it'll get off at like 55. You don't want to get too fast, because if you get too fast on the ground, it'll start hopping.
Okay.
Alright, and now we want to pitch for what?
Best glide.
Not best glide, VY, so it should be, I believe, 78 in this airplane. So look how nose low we are. There we go, let's climb this thing. There you go. And remember, we're watching it out here. We're only referencing this. This is like the speedometer in our car. If we get on the highway and we stare at our speedometer, we're going to be a pretty crappy driver, right?
Yeah.
We want to look outside, kind of set what we expect it to look like. And every 5 to 10 seconds, we just take like a little 2-second glance. All right, looks good. Or like, all right, we're a tad bit fast, so we'll bring the nose up just a hair. And then we want to hold it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you stare at all this stuff, you're going to porpoise around. All right, we're 500 feet above the ground, so let's turn left crosswind. And you can make the call that we're turning left crosswind for runway 10.
Making downtown traffic, night train 271, turning left crosswind for runway 10, making downtown traffic.
Very good. Whenever you talk, don't let that horizon grow. There you go. Aviate, navigate, communicate. Flying the plane is the first on our list. We're going to keep that left turn till if you look over your left shoulder there, we want to be at a 90-degree angle of that runway. We want to be perpendicular, and then that's when we'll level the turn out.
Okay. 26 numbers left now. Once we're about to turn my left base, for 10, this will be a touch and go.
There we go. So now we kind of level that turn off.
673 Delta Alpha.
Keep that climb coming. We're going to climb up to 3,000 feet. Sound good?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We're above traffic pattern altitude, so we're going to do our cruise climb checklist.
Okay, power is set. Trim is set.
It should be in, oh, let me see this real quick. I think it's called something else on here.
Okay.
In route climb is what they call it. So we're going to go throttle full open, which it is. We're going to bring our airspeed down to, or up to 87 knots now, so you can lower that nose, get it faster.
Skyhawk.
And we're going to turn our landing light off.
Is 5 miles to the north.
And there we go.
Winder.
The reasoning for that,
Wait, the land, oh, okay.
yeah, we want to turn that landing light off. We're going to keep our strobes on, but our landing light comes off. The reasoning we kind of speed it up is because these engines, they're not like your car where they have a radiator and like liquid flowing through them to cool them off. These are cooled off by the airflow. So if you go super slow, super steep like that, it just gets the engine kind of warm, and it's like really kind of dogging that engine. So once you get above 1,000 feet above the ground, you're like, all right, I'm now at a pretty safe altitude. Now I can kind of be nice to my engine. You want to climb out a little steep when you're close to the ground because you want to get away from that ground in case of an engine failure. Once you're at 1,000 feet traffic pattern or above, you can be like, all right, I'll be nice to my engine now. We're good.
Okay.
It also helps you see outside better too. With that nose being way up, it's kind of hard to see if anyone's in front of you. Good job climbing. Don't forget you can set your trim in a climb too. I know most of the time you kind of think about trim, you think when you're leveling off, but it's your best friend. You can use it in a climb and a descent.
Okay. I remember when we were doing like ground, Shwarma was saying that when you see like the two white tanks or something and then the lake.
Yep.
I don't remember what it means. Though.
Yes, we'll do it when we come in. He's talking about if you, so say this map stuff fails, he's saying that so that you know that you can get back to the airport without a map. So the biggest thing,
like checkpoints?
Huh?
What are they though, like checkpoints?
Yeah, they're just like visual things you'll see from the air and be like, oh, okay, now I know I'm heading towards Macon.
Okay.
To me, I mean, he talks about 2 tanks, there's one of them. There's some more over there. When he's talking about the tanks, yeah, that works, but to me, I'm looking for Macon downtown because that's way more noticeable than a tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's way more noticeable than a water tank. But he just wants you to know, like, if all this fails, you can still find your way back to that airport.
Yeah.
So the water tanks and stuff are nice because they're to the north of the field, but to me, if I'm completely lost, I know I can see downtown Macon, it sticks out. I'm just going to fly over downtown, and then from there you can find the airport real easy.
Departing 10, 026, number left downwind, 410. We'll give you a chance to get on out.
So you're gonna level us off at 3,000. What are the 3 things we do when we're leveling off? There you go. Pitch, power, trim.
Okay.
So we're at a safe airspeed, so let's bring that power back somewhere about like 2,400 RPM. So hold what you got. You want to be looking outside, now bring that power back. About 2,350, 2,400 RPM, somewhere in there. And just watch your nose as you're doing it. There you go. You'll hear it start cutting back. Start cutting it back a little bit more. There you go. Now what do we do?
Does he need to do a cross-country plan, or are you
trim?
wanting to go direct?
Yep.
I know, but what do we have trim for?
We just want to trim so we're not having to push too much. If you let go of the airplane, what's it want to do? That nose wants to come down. So that we don't have to hold it up the whole time, if we just roll that trim wheel a little bit back, and then we can let go. I just want to stay pretty level. You'll never get it perfect. You just don't want it to where when you're done flying, you're like forearm veins are popping out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like for an hour lesson, it might not feel that bad fighting it the whole time. Look at your horizon. But when you go to do like a 3-hour cross country, if you don't know how to trim, you're gonna be sore as a dog.
Area.
All right, so you see, and if we also look in here, what's happening?
Are you leaving today or tomorrow?
What's happening right now?
I can't even see though.
Because you're pitched up too high. It's a little hazy today, so it's a little bit harder to see that horizon. But that's why it's 90% outside, but it also is 10% in here. If you look out here and you're like kind of confused, well, just double check yourself here.
Okay.
I think you're the only one in the pattern right now.
Same thing like with your speedometer. You'll never know exactly what's 70. It's going to take a while for you to like be able to see exactly straight and level. So that's why every 5 or 10 seconds, you just take like a little 1-second glance. You're like, oh, I'm 150 feet high. Let me push down a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just hold this what you got here. You're like, all right, I'm starting to get back down to my altitude. Starting to get back down to it. All right, I'll bring the nose up just a hair. And about right here should be level. And then I'm just looking out here, and every 5-10 seconds, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm nice and level. I can see my vertical speed's not moving, my altitude's not moving. I'm doing real good.
Yeah.
And then you're back outside. All right, good job.
Make it down, traffic, night train 820 is going to be taking off runway 10, make it downtown.
All right, so go ahead, give me a left turn while maintaining 3,000 feet. Give me a left turn to north, 360.
Okay.
So we're going to turn, we're going to add a little bit of rudder into our turn. We fly with our hands and our feet. There you go, a little left rudder. You see how it's sticking out to the left? You step on the ball.
I thought you go the opposite way.
Nah, it's whatever this is, it's telling you to step on it. There you go. We can see how our nose dipped down so much? Let's bring it up a little bit. We can also, oh, our nose looks kind of weird and down. Let's see what our instrument says. Oh, it does say we're descending. Let's bring it up.
Okay.
You see? It's 90% outside, but you do want to look at this stuff every once in a while. See, now you're looking outside. You're like, man,
What
the
are we
horizon
trying-
looks kind of small. I could see them climbing at 400 feet per minute. Oh crap, let me push the nose down.
But what are you trying to maintain?
Trying to maintain 3,000 feet, and we're turning to 360 or north, 000. There we go, good job. So now we're fine. All right, I think I'm straight and level. Let me make sure I'm straight and level with my instruments. Oh, I've got a slight bit of a climb. Let's push the nose down just a hair. Just a hair.
Be a full stop.
And now it's like, all right, this will get me back down to my altitude. Alright, it's going to be back down to 3,000. Let's fly the north heading. It's going to be a little bit more of a left turn. It's a little bit hard on a day like today. But to hold your heading, the best thing to do is find something out there to point at. So say like, so maybe you see that kind of bald field out there?
No.
Does it look,
right there?
yeah, just like anything that looks like it's straight off the nose that like kind of stands out a little bit. So it could be like a field, it could be a building, something like that. You want to point at that, and if you just fly towards that, then that's your heading.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have to look at that heading indicator a whole lot, because you're just pointing at whatever it is out there. Alright, so go ahead, give me a left turn, maintain 3,000 feet, fly me towards that little factory out there, them smokestacks.
Covington traffic, Miller 61.
A little bit more left.
Southwest, transitioning to northeast at 3,500, Covington.
There we go. So just point me at those smokestacks like we're going to fly right into them and maintain 3,000 feet. This is what will help you hold heading. Instead of having to look at this thing, find some. I use the smokestack just because it's like the most obvious thing out here. But it could be something like a field that you notice in all the trees. Just anything that'll look like you're going to fly right at it if you're on that heading is what you want to do.
The area to the north.
Now, I'm going to do something. I wish the school did this more often. I'm going to take the controls, my controls. I'm going to show you the importance of rudder. So if we slow this airplane down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my feet up. I'm not going to use any rudder. Alright, I'm going to slow us down. We're going to point at the smokestacks, and I'm just going to turn the airplane. And when I turn the airplane, I want you to watch. Just look straight out like the nose is pointing at something. I want you to